Hyaluronic acid is a great ingredient to add to skincare, but you need to know how to work with it effectively. I'm going to be creating some formulas including this very soon, so if you want to start adding it to your formulations or have a go at the ones I post, this video is for you. Hyaluronic acid is a polysaccharide and compound that occurs naturally in your body tissue. It's a natural gel between the skin cells retaining water. We lose the hyaluronic acid in our skin as we age, and therefore including it in our skincare products can help us to replenish what we lose. It replenishes the water lost and will help with the appearance of aging skin, fine lines, wrinkles, elasticity and skin tone. However, hyaluronic acid has a large molecular weight. This doesn't penetrate the skin, so enable it to do this, we need to gain the benefits in cosmetics. The hyaluronic acid molecules are hydrolyzed. This means that they're broken down via a chemical reaction with water, which results in hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid that we use in our skincare products most commonly, the INCI of which is sodium hyaluronate. This has a smaller molecular weight, is more stable, easily absorbed and less prone to oxidization than other hyaluronic acid. There are a few types available within the sodium hyaluronate INCI, and once you use them you'll get to know what does what. What you get will depend on availability, it will depend on what product you're making, the benefit you want from it and also the viscosity. The higher the molecular weight, the thicker the gel will be, the lower, the thinner it will be. Listed here are the most commonly available types. Hyaluronic acid types are determined by the molecular weight, as I explained previously, which is measured in Daltons. Daltons are a measure of molecular weight mass. So here we've got high molecular weight, low molecular weight, extra low molecular weight, super low molecular weight and ultra low molecular weight. Often suppliers may only have one type available. That's fine, it's usually the most common or popular used weight. If they don't list the type they have on the product page, then you should be able to find the information on the technical data sheets that they provide, which should be there to download from the website directly or if you email them. When you purchase your hyaluronic acid, the best thing to do to ensure ease of use and no accidental wastage, you really don't want to waste this because of the price, is to make a gel stock. The way it's ready to use and easy to work with when you need it. You'll also know its viscosity. To create a hyaluronic acid stock, first you decide on your percent inclusion. I usually make a 1% hyaluronic acid stock, as I include it between 0.2 and 1% in products, as that's more than enough to gain the benefits. Here's our formula for a 1% hyaluronic acid stock. Depending on what preservative you're using, you'll either use 98% or 98.5% water, that's distilled water, or 0.5 to 1% broad spectrum preservative. How much you use depends on the preservative. Make sure it's water soluble. Then add your 1% hyaluronic acid. I'm going to demonstrate how we do this next. So here I'm adding my preservative to my distilled water. I'm using Saligard PCG 0.5% with 98.5% distilled water and just mixing that in. Then add your 1% hyaluronic acid. It should just sit on the surface of the water. Resist the urge to stir it because that can cause clumping and it also sticks to your stirrer and you don't want to lose any of your expensive hyaluronic acid. So just let it sit there and then cover it and leave it to sit for 24 to 48 hours. When you come back to it, stir it gently and you should find it's a clear viscous gel. The viscosity will depend on the hyaluronic acid used, so don't worry if it's very thin or very thick, you did do it right. If it's a bit lumpy, you may want to shear mix it with a stick blender a little just to smooth it out. To use your gel, you just need to calculate your percentage inclusion. So using a 1% stock, if I need 0.2% in my finished product formula, I would use 20% of the 1% hyaluronic acid stock. For 0.5%, I'd use 50% of the stock. For 1%, I'd use it all. I hope that makes sense. To calculate how much you need if you're using a 1% hyaluronic acid stock, all you do is you multiply the amount that you want in your product by 100, and this will give you the amount of stock to use. This may sound like a lot of percentage to take up in your formula, but remember it's mostly water, so you can just factor that into your water phase percentage. You can use hyaluronic acid stock up to the max allowed percentage as given by the supplier manufacturer, but it's been established an inclusion of between 0.2 and 0.5% is sufficient to get the benefit from it. Types of products that you may use hyaluronic acid in are creams, lotions, face masks it's very good for because you leave them on, you get the maximum benefit, and serums. Hopefully this gives you an idea of what hyaluronic acid does and how to use it in your formulations. I'll be doing more with this ingredient in my next video, so please go and hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss those. I have a lovely coffee, hand and body cream formula using hyaluronic acid and niacinamide on my Patreon for the £4 and up tiers. I post 2 exclusive formulas there each month, plus blogs helping with cosmetic regulations, formulating and business support. Plus you can message me there directly and get a guaranteed reply. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you next time.